My clients train 3 days a week, every 48 hours, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, with weekends off. And while most of them did well, I was absolutely convinced that they weren't achieving the results I knew were possible. And I didn't attribute this to undertraining, but to overtraining. So as remedy, I reduced their training frequency to one workout every 72 hours. Now they were training on Monday, taking Tuesday and Wednesday off, then training Thursday, taking Friday and Saturday off, and training Sunday, and so forth. While their progress was better, it still wasn't as good as I knew to be possible. It wasn't until I reduced their training frequency to once every 4 to 7 days, back in February of 1995, that voila, they finally started achieving results of the order I always knew were possible. Where prior to that, I would only occasionally have a client gain 10 to 20 pounds in a month, or 30 to 40 pounds in 3 to 5 months. Since February of 1995, such results have been the rule.
Mike Mentzer that I learned a lot from. And Mike Mentzer had this analogy, you know, they're simplistic, but they get the point across, right? So it was like, if you have a stick of dynamite and you have a pencil and you hit the dynamite with the pencil, one time it's not going off, right? Why? The force is not sufficient, that's the point. So if you hit the dynamite with the pencil one time, it doesn't go off. If you hit it twice or 10 or 100 times, does it go off? No, because that force is not enough. But if you had a hammer and you hit it once with a hammer, bang, it goes off. That's kind of like that with exercise. It's about the intensity, not how long you're there. So it's not an endurance sport. The idea is to train the muscle intensely, put it under that stress for a short period of time, not a long period of time, because you need the signal, number one, and you need the recovery, number two, and then number three is the overcompensation, and that's the order that it happens in. So we need to train intensely enough, and we need to recover from it.
Not making bodybuilding progress, in other words, you're violating 1, 2, or all 3 of those principles. That's the only possibility. If you're not making progress, either you're not training intensely enough, number 2, you're not training briefly enough, or number 3, you're not training infrequently enough. Most bodybuilders commit all 3 errors. They don't train hard enough, they do too many sets, and they work out too often.
Here's a key question. Every single workout, I should increase either weight or reps.
Right.
And what if I can't?
Then you're doing something wrong.
Bodybuilders today still seem to be operating on the notion that their purpose is to go into the gym to see how many sets they can do or discover how long they can endure. And this is erroneous because bodybuilding is not aerobic. A bodybuilding workout, in other words, is not an endurance contest. Your purpose is not to go into the gym to see how tough you are, how much work you can perform, or how long you can endure. Your actual, literal purpose as a bodybuilder is to go into the gym and intelligently do what nature requires to trigger the growth mechanism into motion, then get the hell out, go home, rest, and grow. So what if your workouts only take 20 minutes? So what? Bodybuilding training literally has nothing to do with endurance.